Welcome back to another season of Discovery gold making video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you a level 25 gold farm. Yes, you do have to be level 25 to actually do this because we're going to be farming mobs that are around level 25 all the way up to 29. So it's highly recommended to be level 25 to actually do this farm. And now what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be farming these mobs. Now there is multiple different locations, and why we're farming them is for fish oil mainly. Now this is because there's been a new rune discovery where they actually need 24 fish oils to hand in to get the new rune. On top of that, you're also going to be farming the iridescent pearl because you're going to be getting thick shelled clams, and then pearls sell for a lot of gold also. Now, the secret of this farm is that you can't just kill any of the murlocs. They have to be the murlocs that are over level 25. I believe the lowest is 24 and 25, so above that level. And there's only a few locations where you can actually farm them that meet the level requirement before they get too high for level 25s to actually farm. Now, the fish oils are selling very, very good on the auction house. The price of these have been going up and down all the time. Sometimes they're like up to 1 gold, which when they are, you can make a lot of gold, and depending on your server. So these are the locations. There's 2 in wetlands. Now this is where I'd recommend all the alliance going. And then there's 2 spots in Hillsbred foothills. So these 2 locations right here are along the coastline. So I'd recommend Horde going there. They'll be a lot safer than coming down into wetlands. Because you'll have a lot of PvP going on if you come this far down. And then same with Alliance, I wouldn't recommend them going all the way up to Hillsbred because there'll be a lot of PvP if you head that far up. Now, when you're doing this farm, you do need to be kind of geared or have a class that can actually do a decent amount of damage and also can take some damage, because you're going to be farming mobs that are up to around like level 29, 30. So for a level 25, you're going to be taking a lot of damage. So it's highly recommended to actually be geared, and also you definitely want to be level 25. If you're not level 25, you basically just won't hit on them because you'll be too low leveled, and it's not going to be worth doing unless you are level 25. Now, speaking a bit more about the rune that's just been discovered, I think it was yesterday or late last night. Now with that, like I said, they've got to hand in 24 fish oils. So a lot of people are just straight up buying them from the auction house, and this is where you can come in and you can sell them to them. I believe the prices on most of the Horde realms on the Horde side are worth a lot more just because it's a lot harder to farm these. Alliance has it a bit easier because you can come do it in wetlands. That makes the price a bit lower, but if you're doing this on Horde, the prices of these are absolutely insane on some of the Season of Discovery realms. So I would highly recommend giving this a go. And then also you can try your luck at the iridescent pearls from the clams that you actually get from farming these guys. Now there's 2 ways you could do this. You can do it solo, or another thing you could do is you could group up maybe with a few mates or 1 or 2 mates, and you could actually farm these and just put it on like group loot so everyone has a chance at getting the fish oils. I believe the fish oils are like 32 or something, like 30 to 40 drop chance to actually drop from these guys, so they're pretty common. The only reason there's not a whole heap of them is because of the level of the murlocs you actually have to farm to get your hands on them. That is why the price is so good. And obviously when you actually hand them in to the quest to be able to unlock the new rune, it actually takes them from you, and you don't actually get them back after like finishing the quest. He pretty much takes them, and so they're deleted out of the game. So there's always going to be a high demand for them because people have got to get them, and then they get taken out of the game, which should keep the prices pretty high. And because of the rune, a lot of people are going to be doing this. And now this rune is actually for every single class. So at one stage or another, if you want to get all your runes, you're going to actually have to do that quest. And so you're either going to have to come here and farm them yourself, or buy them off the auction house from people that have watched this video and have went out there and actually farmed them. You can also get them from the new raid. So a few people will get them from the new raid also, but you can't actually just farm it from the new raid very easily. You obviously need a raid together and whatnot to actually do that. So this would be the best way to actually farm them in the game at the 4 locations that are shown at the start of the video. Let me know if you've been enjoying Season of Discovery. I really have been enjoying it. It's absolutely been a blast. Finished up doing the raid actually. Speaking about the raid, we cleared the raid. That was pretty cool. There was a lot of cool boss fights. Didn't expect there to be like the mechanics in there that there was, which made it really interesting and a lot better. You can see this warrior right here after I stopped recording. Not gonna lie, I did gang him, but sit down. Anyways, so that was it for today's farm. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know if you've tried this farm yet, or if you've actually got the new rune, because it's actually pretty hard to get. There's a bunch of different materials that you need to actually do it, and you also need reputation by handing in the crates, I believe, to be able to actually get the new rune from the vendor. And on top of that, it costs nearly 5 gold just to buy the rune from the vendor. So that's another reason why you're going to need more gold to actually even be able to pay for that rune. However guys, that was it for today's video. If you'd like to learn more in depth about making gold in Season of Discovery, you can check out my complete gold making guide. That will be the first link down below in the description box. Now this is catered to phase 1 at the moment, but every single phase that comes out, it'll be updated and you'll get the updated version completely for free. In the next one guys, see ya.